everyone, I'm SquishyJoshy, Creative Vagabond, taking you on adventures in gaming, art, music and experiences, and the Filipina queens Bini are back with a new song, Blush. I'm excited to get into this one. I think the last track that we checked out was a bit more of a slower tempo song. I'm actually wondering if this one is opposite that. This opening shot here looks pretty cool. It's very futuristic looking and I'm all about that sci-fi vibe. So yeah, let's not waste much time and get straight into this song. Here we go. Signal detected. Proceed. Oh. Hold on now. Are they like the Eternals or something?
Every time you look at me, I blush. I get butterflies with every touch. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you, nah nah nah. I want you all the time, give me more. Oh, I never felt this before. I've been thinking about you all day, 7 days awake. Show me some love. Oh, I never get to enough. Just say you're on the way. Boy, don't make me wait. It's hot like the summer. I wanna dip my toes in the water. Oh, calame when you're talking to me. Every time you look at me, I blush. I get butterflies with every touch. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la.
All right.
Nobody does it like you, nah nah nah. Every time you look at me, I blush.
All right. I'm going to pause it there. We've heard a bit of a verse and we've heard a bit of the chorus. Did they start with the chorus? So guys, I'm not exactly 100% sure if this is like the first single of an album that's coming or if this is just like a standalone single, but I'm actually really vibing with it. And one thing that I give them props for is the fact that it's a bit more up-tempo compared to the last one that we checked out. And I'm paying attention to some of the lyrics as well, and the lyrics have been pretty fun. This song is very pop-coded, which is sort of expected, but it is still kind of mellow and chill, but there's a bit more drive to it, if you know what I mean, compared to the last song that we reacted to by Bini. And I guess that's a vibe that a lot of Bini fans kind of subscribe to. I mean, anyone that's kind of like listening to a lot of pop and R&B are probably used to that sound and also like hearing that sound. So I kind of understand what they're doing here. And of course, there's also the repetition that gets people hooked, and also the parts where they do some vocalization, where they do things like the na na na. Those sort of things are supposed to like hook us into the song, and they've done a really good job of it there. Really interesting tonal shift. So at the start, we were getting this sort of like cold futuristic vibe where it looked like they're on some kind of spaceship, and now they've teleported or landed on this sort of desert island. We've gone from these cold colors to now all of a sudden oranges and very warm colors. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I wonder what that means, you know, specifically in the sense of what they're trying to convey visually. But yeah, it's like really awesome stuff. Like they're trying to appeal to a wider audience, I feel. And with a song like this, they definitely can do that. I like how right off the bat, we're getting some good visuals and good dance moves from Bini. And overall, it's a chill vibe. Look, I'm personally just happy that there's a bit more drive in this one because I'm always a fan of a bit more up-tempo stuff. Let's get back into it.
I get butterflies with every touch. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you, nah nah nah. Every time you look at me, I blush. Thinking that it's more than just a crush. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you, nah nah nah. You make me blush. You make me blush. I see you with 20/20 vision.
Ooh, okay.
I know the what we got is something different. I wanna keep going, no intermission. When I make, keep it, hit me with precision. When you call me and tell me you wanna come over alive, tumitigil ang mundo pag ika'y lumalapit. Ano pa ba magagawa para ikamahakit?
Okay.
Para malaman. It's hot like the summer.
Pop up with the Tagalog.
Toes in the water. Oh, calame when you're talking to me. Every time you look at me, I blush. I get butterflies with every
okay.
touch. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you, nah nah nah. Every time you look at me, I
Da 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 da. That's a good way to like build up tension with the da 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 da. Now that we've gone another minute into the song, it's definitely pulled me in a lot more and I'm finding it a lot more catchy. In that last minute, a couple of the members of Bini did a rap, and that was a bit of a contrast to the first minute where it was mostly just singing and getting the chorus into our heads, and the raps were really cool. And I like how we also had an English rap and a Tagalog rap. So we're getting pretty much the full package of Bini in this one, especially compared to last one. Last one had a bit more of the nostalgic vibe and felt a bit more stripped back and a bit more somber in a way, because it was more like, okay, whatever happens in life, you know, we got each each other. Whereas this one is more like, now we're getting into the feelings of like, you know, the butterflies, and when we sort of get attracted to someone that we like, we have this feeling inside it. And it's quite reflected in the music as well, because it feels really happy, like something's sort of bubbling up inside. And I guess that's what they're trying to convey here with both the visuals and the song. It's very colorful, it's very bright, and of course the music feels very happy as well. It's almost like you're in an episode of SpongeBob. But if you listen to like the instrumentation, there's that bounce, so you want to just bounce along to it, and it sounds like there's a bit of a xylophone or a glockenspiel in the background, which also gives it that bit of a sparkly sound to it as well. So, you know, every time you look at me, I blush. You're really getting that feeling and connection, not just from the music, but also the visuals and everything just working together. And I think this is potentially one of Bini's like stronger tracks conceptually. And I'm always really impressed by the fact that they've got quite a bit of members in their group. And in this song, they're actually seeming to give each of them a bit of a spotlight compared to the last one. It's super interesting that Bini have such a large group, and despite that, they're able to give attention to pretty much each of them. But yeah, they've done a really good job here of balancing so many elements, and I think that the message of the song is being conveyed really well. I really like the framing on some of these shots here as well. Like, whoever directed this was really thinking outside the box. I can imagine a lot of other people creating videos like this where they wouldn't create those blurred out trees in the front, and it looks like there's a camera going in between the trees, seeing these girls dance in the middle of a oasis. Maybe they're trying to say something there as well. But, you know, not many people in this kind of video style would think of adding those blurred in trees. They could even be added in post and you wouldn't probably know. But I just thought it was a pretty cool attention to detail. It could have just been cropped in a little bit more and not have those leaves around it. They're trying to do something visually interesting there that kind of helps us to focus on Bini a little bit more. So yeah, that's really cool. Let's dial it back now and continue.
I get butterflies with every touch. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you, na na na. Every time you look at me, I blush, thinking that it's more than just a crush. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you, na na na.
A few outfit changes as well. There's some merch now.
Just my type, always on my mind.
That's
I
cool.
know why, 'cause you make me. Every time you look at me, I blush. I get butterflies with every touch. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you, na na na. Every time you look at me, I blush, thinking that it's more than just a crush. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you.
That's so cool. All right.
You make me blush. You make me blush. You make me
Wait, there's an audience? There's an audience clapping there? What? All right, guys, that was Blush by Bini. Wow. This scene here was really cool. I really like the laser lights coming down from above and reflecting off their outfits. It's almost like they've been dancing in this pond for the whole day because it looks like it's nighttime now. And their ship is like, okay, that's enough now. You guys better beam up back to the ship. And then like totally ignoring it because they keep on dancing. And then all of a sudden there's a crowd there. I don't know. Are they on a set of like Eat Bulaga or something? I thought it was funny that they randomly started including shots of them underwater when clearly in this scene it's showing that they can basically just stand on water and they're basically not sinking at all. So I think overall the video is just meant to be a bit of fun, and I guess that's the whole idea behind the feeling of what they're trying to convey, I suppose. When you see someone you like, or when someone you like says something that makes you feel a certain way, you know, you blush and you get all these emotions. Maybe the whole idea of it as well is like, you know, they're there to stay. Those feelings sink in and sometimes take a hold of you. Look, I'm extrapolating things that I see from the video and the music and the lyrics, and I don't usually do lyrics, but you know, in this one I was able to pay attention a bit more because for this one you got your classic pop structure and it's a little bit more chill, so it freed up a bit more capacity for me to like listen to the lyrics as well. But that also helped me to connect some other dots as well. Yeah, look, I really enjoyed this one. It almost feels like it's a similar vibe to the sister group that you guys also asked me to check out, Filipina, and yeah, they were both sort of going for this like aquatic pop sound, which is really cool. It's kind of like futuristic tropical tropical vibes in a way. And yeah, like overall, I think this is one of the better Bini songs that we've heard here on the channel. But I'd love to know your thoughts as well on it down below in the comments. Did you think that something was missing? Did you think that it wasn't one of Bini's better songs? Or do you think that this is one of the top Bini songs? And don't just say that because it's like their newest song and it's more fresh. When you guys are engaging here, I want you guys to really think about what you're listening to. You know, even if it comes from your favorite artists, there's always going to be tracks that are better than the other. Songs that were written better, songs that were composed better. So I want you guys to be using your brain as we talk about it in the comments below. But yeah, apart from that, big shout out again to the Filipina Queens Bini for this fantastic track Blush. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and if you did, please do smash the like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We've almost hit 4,000 subscribers. That is a huge milestone for us. And yeah, hopefully we get our goal of 5,000 soon as well. But yeah, that's going to be it. Bonus reaction. Turns out Bini also performed Blush at Coachella this year. And that in itself is a pretty big milestone, I think, especially for any kind of P-pop act. To get a slot on Coachella is pretty big stuff. So yeah, I think this may potentially be the first time we're going to actually see Bini perform live, which should be pretty exciting because up until this point we've been reacting to pretty much just a bunch of music videos by them, but now we're going to actually see how they are live, and especially on a big Coachella stage. So here we go. You're in position.
Every time you look at me, I blush. I get butterflies with every touch. Love it when you're talking over, ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you, na na na. I want you all the time, give me more. Ooh, I never felt this before. I've been thinking of.
Oh no, the refresh. So I just wanted to mention before we get back into it that it's probably been 4 days since I reacted to Blush, so I've had some time to sit with the song, and obviously now that I'm listening to it again, you'll probably see that I'm finding it a lot more catchy. Anyways, let's try and dial it back to before it glitched out on us. Okay, we're going to pause it there. Something I noticed, and I think every pop artist does this anyway, is they've got some backing tracks going. It's all because they're trying to do multiple things at once. Moving around, physically trying to do these different moves and sing at the same time is not easy. So it's really cool that they're managing to balance it all out, especially with the pressure of being on a stage like Coachella. And it's really cool here to see in this freeze frame that someone's waving a Philippine flag around. We love that representation right there. We love that representation. But also I feel like this is a great example of seeing just how good their live vocals are, because you can tell the distinction of their live vocals from the backing track. So it's like you can obviously tell when the backing track is going, and then when they have their live vocals, you can hear the differences in all their voices. It's less produced, and that's a good thing, because then that just shows you that they're not cranking the auto-tune to max in a live setting, and they're being as honest as they want to be, which I think personally is a great thing. The studio version has its place in time as being like the official recording to stand the test of time almost. And when you do live performance, when you take that studio song and then put it in a live context, you don't always want it to be the same anyways. And also it just shows transparency and vulnerability with an artist when they can be okay with some concerts not being their best performance, whether they're flat on some notes or whatever. As long as they're getting most of it right, it's pretty good. And of course all their best fans will be there to support them anyway. So yeah, it's very interesting to see the turn up for them as well. It's great. It's definitely a great way for Bini to get in front of a much wider audience. And that's the hope with this sort of thing, and to the scale of what Coachella is, because they pretty much broadcast it all over YouTube, which is fantastic, because even though they're getting in front of a bigger audience here, they're getting in front of even more online. So this performance is going to be really good for Bini. Anyways, let's continue reacting.
Dip my toes in the water.
Dip them.
Oh, color me when you're talking to me. Every time you look at me, I get butterflies with every touch. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you, na na na. Every time you look at me, I blush, thinking that it's more than just a crush. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la la. Nobody does it like you, na na na. You make me blush. You make me blush. I'll see you with 2020
Come on.
vision. I know the what we got is something different. I wanna keep going up into mission.
Wow, they filled out the room. That's crazy. Awesome.
When you call me and tell me you wanna come over, like
Yeah, here we go.
It's hot like the summer. Wanna dip my toes in the water. Oh, color me when you're talking to me. Every time you're looking me up.
Wow. This is good stuff, guys. This is great for Bini. This is great for my ears. My eardrums are enjoying this. This is great for the eyes. Probably not the best freeze frame here. Just doing like a... But yeah, like, I mean, the visuals are very simple, but like, it doesn't distract anyone. Everything is just the right vibe. It's so perfectly balanced. They don't even look that nervous to be in that setting, in this massive space at Coachella with the thousands of people that are probably hearing them for the first time. It's really good stuff. And the fact that they're just so fierce and controlling and have such composure is really cool. And I'm enjoying this track a lot more than my initial reaction now. So, and that's how you know Bini just have such versatility. We've been talking about this in all the other songs that we reacted to by them. They've got the boppier songs, they've got the slower tempo songs, and then they got this, which is kind of like the middle ground. It's just fantastic stuff. Maybe I'm blushing right now just watching. Anyways, let's get back into it.
Like the summer, wanna dip my toes in the water.
How come every time I restart it, it's always about that part where she wants to dip her toes in the water?
I get butterflies with every when you're talking all that ooh la la. Nobody does it like you, nah. Every time you look at me, I blush. Thinking that it's more than just a crush. Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la. Nobody does it like you, nah. You make me blush. You make me blush. You and I to the end.
There's all those dancers here now.
All my life I've been waiting.
I like the bridge.
For this. Just my time, always on my mind. I know why, 'cause you make me. Every time you look at me, I blush.
Yes, let's go.
Love it when you're talking all that ooh la la. Nobody does it like you, nah. Every time you look at me, I blush. Thinking that
I can hear the instrumentation
love it when you're talking all that ooh
getting a lot more thicker.
Nobody does it like you, nah. You make me blush. You make me blush. You make me blush. You make me blush.
Too good. Whoa, what's happening there? I'm guessing it was going to go into another song. So I'm guessing they've got some sort of like Ableton Live thing where it just goes from track to track. But that was awesome stuff. They have such control over the song, dancing along to mid-tempo music while singing at the same time and also trying to keep a straight face for the most part. Even though the dance moves aren't necessarily super intense, I'm pretty sure it involves a whole different kind of stamina, especially as they need to feel the beat and know when to come in as well. I'm guessing they all have like in-ears. I didn't pay much attention to their ears, but if they all have in-ears, I wonder if they all have their own like individual like cue or click tracks where the cue will be like telling an individual member when it's their turn to sing or something like that. I mean, that would be very interesting, and I'm pretty sure that would be a super complex setup to be dialing different cues for each individual member. That would be interesting. But you know, even though everything on the surface level seems super simple, it doesn't take away from the fact that it is still a effective song. Like even though the visuals aren't like flashy, and even if the dance moves aren't like physically hard, us as the viewer and the listener can easily get the vibe. But anyways, this was just a bonus reaction clip. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to Blush by Bini, and if you did, both the studio version and this live version at Coachella, fingers crossed it doesn't get taken down, and if it does, then we'll just chop out this bit and keep the other part. But yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.